All right, it's good to see everybody, man. I feel very honored, very privileged to be here and speak with you guys. I feel incredible. And so, part of my service to mankind is to share the things or be a vessel of everything that I've learned in this life. You see, I've had some incredible teachers in my life, I've had some incredible friendships. And more importantly, I have an incredible experience of life. And I've been very fortunate early on in my age to have been able to follow and see and witness with my own eyes what's possible in life, and most importantly, what's possible for myself. Now, I take great appreciation seeing everybody here tuning on in to see me speak because ultimately you're here for you. You're not here for me, you're here for you, right? I am just simply a reflection of what it is that you like about me. That's all it is. If you didn't like me, you wouldn't watch me. No, that's not true. There's actually people that don't like me and still watch me. But secretly inside, they like me. You know, all the people that don't like you, the people that talk shit about you, the people that quote unquote haters, they actually like you. Deep down inside, if they're giving you the time of day, they're talking about you, they're putting energy into you, they actually fucking like you. You see, but that person is confused in some sort of idea that they have about you. I've come to recognize that. We're living in a world of ideas. And these worlds that we live in are created based on the words that we use to describe it. You see, the word creates the world. If I start talking about, let's say, I believe in a higher consciousness, I believe in a higher power in this life. I, Fernando Carl, cannot take any credit for how the fuck I ended up where I'm at today. There has to be some divine entity. There has to be a greater consciousness. There has to be a God. There has to be a creator of this game because I don't know how the hell I ended up here. I don't know how I came across you in this life. I mean, fuck. How many coincidences do you and I have to go through life to be in this moment and share this experience? A lot. The answer is a lot. A lot of fucking coincidences. And I think that's goddamn fascinating to see. I think it's so fascinating to see how many coincidences must have taken place for you and I to be here today and to continuously create and fortify and strengthen and develop a relationship. So again, let's take a look at that concept, that idea, that the words that you use to describe your world, your life, is going to be the reality that you live in. Your word creates your worlds. So take a fucking look. How do you describe your life? Right now, what are you talking? What's your mind telling you right now? What are the words that your mind is giving you right now? What world are you living in right now? Take a fucking look. There's the inner world and then there's the outer world, right? You and I were experiencing the same outer world, right? Well, granted, you guys are all in different places, different locations. Here on Zoom, we got people from all over the world. You're on Instagram, you're all over the world. And here in my room, there's two people sharing this common place, right? Outside of, in the exterior world, we're all having a different reality, but we're still sharing this same experience of life. You're either in your house, in your office, you're at your job, you're experiencing life, right? But then there's this other world. This is the part that we become blind to. This is the part of the world that I'm fascinated of discovering. You know that when mankind says, hey, let's set off to the moon, let's discover what's out in the astral world, let's go see what's in the galaxies. That if we reach for the stars, we'll end up on the moon. And that's what mankind did. Mankind said, let's shoot to the fucking stars. And as I continue to evolve in my life, I also recognize that there's also an infinity inside of us. You see, everybody watching here right now is an infinite universe. Take a fucking look at your life. You are an infinite universe. An infinite universe of possibilities. Now, what's possible when you look inside? Take a look inside. What's possible within you? Look at your life. Look at all the coincidences that you've had. You're here now, right? You're tuned into whatever it is I'm tuned into. You're tapped into this frequency that I'm tapped into. We get to talk about it. So I have such a great privilege to speak about this. When I say this is my life, because the words that I use to describe my world creates my world. My inner world creates my outer world. So let's just use this concept. If I'm going to teach anything today, if this is the new breed, we're a new class of society, right? You and I are here because we see what this world has been made up to be. We see that there's actual evil on this planet. We see that there's actually men who are dying and depleting every fucking day, draining their energy. We see women who are dying and depleting every day. We live in a society that the most compromised, the most sinister, the most disgusting human beings on planet Earth are some of the most powerful beings, some of the most powerful entities on this planet. Isn't that insane? So here we get to share this common space, and I call this the new breed. Why? Because this is a new civilization. Human beings who've taken the time and the awareness to look at life and say, hey man, I don't want to contribute to the faults of life. I don't want to continue to contribute to the bullshit of life. I want to contribute to something much better, something that brings me closer to my inner calling, that inner voice. So again, if we're going to look at this concept of inner world and outer world, you got the outer world, right? You're at your job, you're in your room, you're at your house, sitting in front of a camera, right? You got this world. But internally, as an individual, we're all having a different experience. That's a trip. These words that I share, everybody's going to experience it completely different. Why? Because we all have a different inner world. And that's the world that I'm fascinated to discover. That's the world that I'm fascinated to just sit in it and observe it just like you and I. So a lot of people, even myself, we take a look at our outer world and we don't like what we see, right? We don't like what the world is giving us. It's hurting, right? People are mistreating us. They're not appreciating us. Hey, the outside fucking hurts. We got all these responsibilities. And no one, not one person today has properly appreciated or acknowledged your inner world. And for that, we suffer. Oh, man. I'm going to suffer because people are not appreciating me? Fuck that. Fuck that. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. You're going to suffer because you're expecting the outer world to acknowledge your inner world. You're expecting other people who are also infinite universes, who are also not being acknowledged, who are also haven't been appreciated today. You're expecting them to acknowledge and appreciate you. That's where the game went wrong. You see, it's not for me to say, hey, you guys gotta appreciate me. It's not for me to feel strong and mighty because you guys show up. I appreciate me because I take an awareness to say, hey, I'm here, I'm alive. What the fuck, huh? What the fuck? Dude, I'm alive. I'm living, I'm breathing. I'm pure potential energy today. God or the creator, whatever, gifted me energy today, which is what? Life. Today I have life. Today I can think and be and sing and dance, anything that I can will myself to have. Yes, we got responsibilities. Yes, you have jobs, you have duties, you have people in your life, you have a bunch of things that maybe you didn't choose to have, right? I didn't choose my fucking parents. I love my parents. I love my parents. So thankful I had them. But you guys take a look. There's people in your life that you didn't choose to have in your life. There's a lot of choices that you didn't have control on the outer world. You didn't choose where you live today. You didn't choose how you were going to grow up. You didn't choose who your friends were going to be. You didn't choose any of these things. You didn't choose your race. You didn't choose what you were going to look like. I didn't choose any of this shit. So how much of it is my game? Well, when you become aware of, hey, there's an inner voice inside, there's an inner world inside that I'm experiencing this life from. There seems to be something that's observing this life. You see, as I sit here and I talk to you guys, I'm still that fucking kid who was in his underwear. I just posted a post a couple days ago. I'm still that fucking guy. Nothing's changed. I'm still experiencing life as him. Yeah, I've grown and I've evolved and I've learned and I've had experiences, but I'm still that little boy. You're still that little boy that was once that little boy. You're still that little girl that was once that little girl. We just grew up. But what does that even mean? What do you mean I grew up? No, I'm still the same person inside. Life hasn't changed. I'm still in here. Yeah, I got bigger. Yeah, I've had more years and more experiences. My body changed. But I'm still that person inside. The one who's witnessing this. What is this for your life? You're the one who's witnessing your life. Don't fucking miss it. Don't fucking miss your life right now, man. You're living right now. We get caught up in the idea of like, oh, I got work. Fuck, man, work's gonna be shit. What do you mean you got work, bro? What do you mean you got your life? You got your life today. You got your life today. You get to show up to work and you get to do what you gotta do to perform a task. Why? Because in this outer world, this outer game, it requires us to do a job. It requires us to go make money. It requires us to go get resources. It requires us to get beat up and to get hurt and to, feel the bruises of life, to feel the pressure of life. So what? So that the inner world inside can get stronger. And I'm fascinated by that. That's what the fuck I love. Hey, life, bring me more shit. Why? Because I'm going to get stronger. I don't want to live a life that runs and cowers anytime adversity hits. Bring me that shit. Why? Because I want to see how strong I am. Today, I want to see how strong I am. And I'm only going to see how strong I am when the things or the resistances of life put enough pressure on me. I get to experience my character. We get to see how strong you really are when life puts a lot of fucking pressure on you. Because then we get to see the strength of your character. We get to see how strong you really are. And me, I love this shit. I fucking love this shit. You see, as a man, I have such an immense amount of responsibility. You see, an idea, in my inner world, I'm going to share an intimate thought that I have for myself. In my inner world, I choose to believe that each and every day as I live, I'm going to carry myself as the greatest standard of what I choose to believe a human being is. Now, does that mean I'm going to hit my mark all the time? No. But at least in my inner world, I have an aim. Hey, as a man today, I want to be able to say that that young kid at the park, that young little girl, they saw a man who represented himself, who had the idea that he's going to carry himself today as the ideal citizen of humanity. He's going to carry himself as a responsible human being today. That if he's around your children, he's going to carry and speak with the utmost respect. He's not going to violate the environment. Internally, when I walk this earth, when I walk this path, if you come across me, just know that this man here is doing the best that he can. And I hope the same thing is true with you too. I hope that you have the idea that, hey, today I want to be a good example, a role model of what a citizen would be like, a human being would be like in this lifetime. And if a young boy or a young girl observed you in your life 24 hours a day, they too would feel the positivity. They too would feel the good effects of your life. There's a beautiful quote that comes to my mind. I don't know the actually, but the saying goes, hey, is the IT? No? Are you here to set up the TV? Okay, cool. I'll have some. I hope that we live in a world where people actually took responsibility for their lives. Isn't it weird to think that anybody else outside of ourselves is responsible for our life? Nobody's fucking responsible for me. Nobody's responsible for me. Now, I get it. The first, let's say, quote unquote, 18 years of my life, my parents may have been legally responsible of this guy. Why? Because they had me, and your parents had you. So for the first 18 years of your life, the government says, hey, these two people, your parents, are responsible for you to somehow succeed in this life. Now, granted, we didn't get a fucking choose who are quote unquote responsible beings who are going to take care of us. Why? Because now we're relying on two fucking beings that didn't do shit to improve their lives. And if they did, congratulations. And if they didn't, then damn, we suffer all the residue of what they didn't handle in their lives. Okay, great. Now what? Do we, woe is me? Do we cry about it, mope and bitch about it? Why we didn't have, we weren't spoon fed, we weren't given a silver spoon, we weren't taken care of? Or do we see that and say, hey, thank you for all that you did? And this is, again, just my inner world speaking. Hey, thank you for everything that you did. You gave me life, you gave me a roof over my head, you gave me the basic needs. Maybe I didn't have all the things that all my friends have. Maybe I didn't have all the nice things that everybody else had. But what you did give me, you gave me life. And you gave me the opportunity to look at my life and say, hey, who do I want to be in this life? Who do I want to be? So my question to you is, who do you want to be? Because once you know that, you're like, well, I don't know who I want to be. Well, just be you, man. Be who you already are. Why? Because that's good enough, actually. That's actually good enough to say you are who you are. Now, can you improve certain parts of you? Of course, we all are. Everybody is. See that part of you that you don't like, or that part of you that seems to always have a fucking problem? That part of you, you get to work on that, actually. I get to work on all the things that I'm not good at. And that makes the game of life fun. Why? Because I have something to work towards. I have something to build towards. If the world was perfect, dandelions and rainbows and sunshines, and I didn't have anything to work towards, and that's not even a real thing. I actually like every part of my life, actually. So take a look at your life and start to really say, all right, everything that I face, fuck it. It is what it is. I'm more fighting. I love my fate. If this was my life, then so be it. I'm not going to change nothing. I ain't going to change it. Why? Because I can't. I can't go back and rewind the button and say, let me start my life all over again. I fucked up. Let me come back and do it again. You can't do that shit, actually. What we can do is take a look right now and say, hey, I'm not whatever stains of my past. I'm not that anymore. I'm just not. But today is a new foundation, a new playing ground for me to redesign, recreate. And the word I'm going to use right now is create. You got to create, out-create whatever it is that life gave you. So let's say the first 18 years of your life was shit, right? Great. Take a look at it. You've already gone to the worst of the worst. You've already been at the bottom. So if you've already been so far down, then the only way is up. You only got to climb now. And life is a journey. Life is a journey of what? Of just continuously evolving and getting better. Because that's the path that I'm on. And if you're watching this too, you're on the path of just getting better in life. Just get better each and every day. If today you can say for certain that you got better than you were yesterday, congratulations. Hey, if tomorrow you could say you got better, even just a little bit, man. Let's say yesterday you got upset at some bullshit, and today you're like, hey, I'm not that upset about it anymore. Fucking congratulations. If today you got one step closer to an idea that you wanted to create, hey, man, fucking congratulations. If today you took the path of getting better, eating right, getting some air, fucking breathing, improving yourself, hey, congratulations, man. Don't rely on the world to congratulate you. You gotta validate you. I'm not here to be validated by the outside. I'm here to validate me because at the end of the day, I got to live and die with me. And if I'm good with me, then fucking congratulations, Fernando. And if I'm not good with me, then it doesn't matter what the fuck anybody says. Because I gotta live with my own conscience and you gotta live with your own conscience. Are you good with you? Whoa, hold on. Are you good with you? Because that's the only metric that we can have in life to measure anything. Is are you good with you? And if you are, then great, bro. Now you can start to welcome good people in your life that you can reflect and share. Like me, I'm strong because I have friends that I can reflect. I'm strong because I have people that rely on me to be strong. I'm strong because I choose to be responsible of things that many people weren't responsible for. I don't know why. I don't know why inside I want to be responsible for things. I don't know why I have these desires to have more and want more in this life. I don't know why I have this belief that, fuck, man, I'm actually something very big in this life. I know that shit. And I know you know that too about you because you wouldn't fucking be here. If deep down inside of you, you knew that there's this, there's this frustration that you know there's something much more potent and much more bigger than the game that you're playing today. I know that thing too, man. I have that shit inside of me. That voice inside that says, dude, you're so much more. You can have more responsibilities in this life. You're much bigger than the game you're playing right now, dude. What the fuck, huh? What the fuck, bro? Why are we so chained? Why are we so bound? We put caution tape over our mouths. We stop expressing and stop speaking because we're so afraid of shit. Motherfucker, judge me. Why? Because then you're going to see how clean I am, actually. At some point, I told the world, judge me, dude. I'm not going to continue to live this life cowering away with my tail between my legs because of your judgments. Dude, fucking judge me. Because if you have a judgment, you're only judging the shit that you haven't fulfilled in your life. I know that anybody who has some negativity to throw at me hasn't resolved that part of their life. Now, does that mean, oh, never talk bad about people? Look, I don't talk. Can you guys hear me better? I didn't realize I was in the fan. Okay. Okay. All right. Perfect. I forgot what I was saying. Do you remember? All right. Point is this, let's see. I'm going to end Instagram. You guys can catch the recording or you guys can come see it or I'll upload it on my YouTube. It's your job to fucking figure out what I'm doing. All right. If you want to continue to learn from this. All right. Be the best. Fuck the rest. Can you upload that? Put the new breed and then just put my hashtags. Ah, fuck, dude. What's up, guys? You guys have any questions? I know I've just been spitting. Damn, this motherfucker's spitting. So it's hard to even bring up questions because I'm not teaching any technical shit. More like preaching. I'm preaching right now. Take me to church. I'll worship like a dog in the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knife. The new breed _ hashtag Fernando or IMC Nation, hashtag Fernando Carl, hashtag FC mentality, hashtag FC state of mind, hashtag the new breed, hashtag warrior monk. All right, what's up? What's up? What's going on with you guys? I just feel really good, man. And I think that we're playing this game way too small. We think too lightly of ourselves. We think way too small of ourselves. Why, dude? What if God came down and said, hey, bro, look, you got one more life to live. If you could see yourself in any which way you want to see yourself and fuck everybody's judgment, if you could have this potential of, what if God came down and said, hey, bro, let's just take a look. If God came down and says, hey, bro, I created you in my image. I truly believe that you have the utmost potential to reach the standard that I am in this life, the creation that I am. I know you can't create mountains. I know that you can't create the sun. I know that you can't create the stars. Thank you. However, you are my creation. And if I truly was created in God's image, then damn it, why not carry myself in the image of God? That if I have God potential and you have God potential, why are we talking any less to ourselves than that? Bro, you have God potential in you. Why are you talking down upon yourself? Why are you being your own biggest critic and your biggest enemy? Why is there a negative voice in your head? Right there, caught it. That voice that's talking bad about you is probably not you. That voice that's telling you that you can't do these things, is telling you you're not good, is telling you a bunch of bullshit. That voice is probably not you, my friend. You see, the enemy has infiltrated your mind. If there's like what being, what creation of God, let's say an animal in the jungle, is self-doubting itself? Which animal in the jungle is talking negative about itself? I don't think any of them are. I truly believe a lion knows what it's capable of. If it's a wolf, it knows what it's capable of. If it's an eagle knows what it's capable of. It doesn't have to doubt its strengths. It doesn't doubt itself. It fucking knows what it's good at. It fucking knows its strengths. But why the fuck is the human being diseased with not knowing what its gifts are? Why is the human being diseased with thinking it's imperfect? When God's creations were perfect, where did we fall? When we're the most evolved species out of any species I've ever named right now. When we're flying to the moon and we're creating AI technology and we have cars and we have planes and we have technology where we could speak to each other, but you and I are carrying ourselves lightly. Come on, dude. You and I are no different than any man who's walked this earth and made gajillions of dollars. You and I are no less than any man like Elon Musk and these motherfuckers. We're no less than these guys, bro. We're just not. So what the fuck are we gonna do now? Are we gonna continue to rant about this shit, or are we gonna finally say, hey, you know what? I gotta be responsible for my life. I know I got my bullshit, and I know I got things I gotta deal with. But cool, that gives me at least something I get to work on in this life. I get to have a game, and that game is called what? Ever fucking Lucian, man. I get to evolve. And you know what the beauty of this life is? It's a journey. It's a journey to getting to where you want to go. Cool. Well, is there any last questions? If not, we'll just end it here. I'll tell you my sins so you could sharpen your knife. Nothing. All right, guys. Well, it's good to see you guys. And I hope to see you guys soon, all right? Peace out. Os.